Thank you, everyone, for those who are following us at the Real South Africa. We really appreciate your viewership. And of course, make sure you pass everything that you see along to your friends so we can let people know what's actually going on here in South Africa. Of course, we are a travel and tourism company who we love to bring you guys in the diaspora to South Africa. So again, look at what you see, make comments, let everybody know that you're watching it, and of course, you can always, like I said earlier, just pass it along. But again, we do appreciate you guys watching, and this episode here is going to be pretty nice. It's going to be pretty relaxed as well. It's going to have, myself, of course. We're going to be on a road trip through Johannesburg, going to the Westcliff. Of course, Dr. Latasha Blanton is rolling with me. So again, enjoy, and we would love to see you here with us in sunny South Africa. And of course, we have PayPal rolling with us. So if that'll help you, go ahead and let us know. Chat with you later. Hello, everyone. This is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, as you probably already know. Of course, we like it when you guys are rolling with us through the city. We're actually going to a nice little spot to chill out for a little while. It's been a long week. It's been a lot going on, so we just figured we'd just take a moment. We figured we would bring you guys with us. Of course, I would love to thank you guys, which I am doing now, for helping us, obviously get over 10,000. Now we're over 11,000 subscribers. We appreciate you guys, watching and seeing what we do and showing what the Real South Africa actually is to us. Obviously, we always like to invite you to come to South Africa to see what we see and do what we do. We do obviously have 6-day packages for you, 10-day packages, 13-day packages. And of course, we could do some specialty stuff as well. For those that have already called us and like, I want to do my anniversary here, we could do that for you. There's plenty of places that you would probably want to celebrate your anniversaries, your birthdays, your group trips, things along that line. We got all of that. Actually, we got a group trip coming up in September of 2021. So stay on the lookout for that. It'll probably be like a little caption or a little something in this video here later on, so you can decide if you want to come in September, which is a good thing. Another thing that we're doing as well is that we've partnered with PayPal. Everybody heard of PayPal. Basically, what they decided to do was say, hey, you guys are, assisting people with coming on a trip to South Africa. We're interested. We want to assist. So basically what that means is, if you're looking at putting down your deposit, you want to come, but you might not have your funds together for your deposit for your trip per person, then you can actually use PayPal. They have a 6-month interest-free option. You can take advantage of that, and you can do that. Or if you want to, pay for your whole trip with PayPal, they will assist us as well. Obviously, you have to qualify, but once everything is done and they're happy with you, they will go ahead and finance. Then blah blah, blah blah blah. You're in South Africa. So, but as you're looking about, this is South Africa. There's a lot of things being built here. A lot of times you will see brand new construction, brand new everything. Keep in mind, this is post-COVID. Well, not post-COVID because we're still in it, but however, this is, the traffic that you would see on a normal day is roughly about 9:30. So we waited for traffic to end, obviously, and so forth. But this is normal traffic for 9:30 here in Johannesburg, South Africa. But as a lot of you guys in America probably are wondering about the infrastructure here in SA, I can honestly tell you it's good. It's very good. It's probably rivals most of the cities that I've been in the U.S. I've been to, obviously I was in D.C. for a long time. And of course the surrounding DMV, big ups to the DMV. I spent enough time there and so forth. I've been to pretty much every major city. I've been to the Chicagos, I've been to the LAs, I've been to the Dallases, the Houstons, the Chicagos, St. Louis. I mean, you name it, I've probably been there and so forth. So like I said, shout out to all those locations. We do it big out there as well. But yeah, South Africa is, like I said, is another city that you should put on your bucket list, or excuse me, country. The city is Johannesburg. Again, Durban, totally different scenario. I would say Cape Town is a completely different scenario, but it's all within South Africa. There are other cities that you should consider. East London is a nice city. Richards Bay is probably somewhere I'm probably going to go for the holiday, or as we say here in South Africa, the festive season. So, but yeah, it's time. I would say it's time to open up your horizons and come to an African nation. I would love it to be South Africa, and I would love it to be with us, simply because we came here many years ago just so we can enjoy ourselves, and then we decided to move here because of the opportunities. It's very difficult to see from the internet what's actually here, and it's very hard to understand what's here unless you come here on a trip, 2 trips, 3 trips. In my case, I was here probably 10, 15 times before I decided to become an expat and move to South Africa. So again, I would say to you, it all starts on your first trip, so you can say to yourself, wow, I did not know what was here. The infrastructure is first class, first world. A lot of things are first world here in South Africa, and on a regular basis, things are getting better and better all the time. Now, I say that because the people that are in the middle class right now wasn't, just a few short years ago, was not in the middle class. It wasn't something that was an option. But the way things are set up here, and in the whole world coming to Johannesburg to start business, to trade, to do great and wonderful things, in all the industries that are here, it gives people opportunities. It gives people great opportunities to do what they got to do. So if you look off to the right here, you probably can't see it, simply because it's kind of like a slightly overcast day. Even though right now we're still in spring, we haven't hit summer yet. It's a little overcast. Normally it's super clear, and you can see all the way across town. But to your right, you will see what we call Sandton City, and that tall building that you see over there is the tallest building in Africa. It's crazy. And again, they're still building. So they're only building because of the opportunities that exist here in South Africa. So basically, whatever you're trying to do, I would say come here on a trip. I've said it enough times. Walk around, ride around, meet the people, see what's going on. And then once you get an opportunity to do that, then you can go back home and decide, okay, do I need to start, spending more time on the continent here in Africa? And I would say to you, I would, if you were a progressive type individual, you would probably say to yourself, yeah, I probably need to spend more time here in South Africa. Now keep in mind, all of Africa, especially South Africa, isn't just, city. There's a lot of rural space, a lot of rural space. If we're in Johannesburg now, we're actually in the province or state of Gauteng. Once we get outside of Gauteng, which it's not that far, you'll start seeing more cows, more farmland, more farms, more rural settings than you would ever see inside the cities. Meaning most of the people live outside of in the rural places, and those are nice places too. We go there as well, and we do have a good time. It's just a whole different vibe. But a lot of people here in South Africa, if they want a corporate position, they want to move up in life, they want to do certain things, they try to move to one of the population centers, which sounds very similar to what we do in the U.S. If we want to get a good job, we move out of the rural settings, the small towns, and we move to the Atlantas, we move to the DCs, where ultimately our incomes increase and so forth. So they do the same thing here in South Africa. The only difference that I would say is that it's more geared towards a black culture. Everything is geared towards the black culture. The food, the entertainment, the places you can go to have a good time. Even on the weekends, and some people can tell you, here in South Africa, well, especially in Johannesburg, on a Sunday you go to Zoo Park, which is right outside the zoo. That's why it's named Zoo Park. You'll see people out there playing basketball. You'll see cars just parked everywhere. Everybody has their cooler or their cooler box, chairs, little music playing. It's a great environment, and people are actually just enjoying themselves. And they're starting early in the morning, and late at night they're actually having a good time. There's not a whole bunch of police on patrol. People know how to behave themselves. It's just us, and it's not just this one place. It's pretty much all throughout the city. Keep in mind that the population is primarily black, especially here in Johannesburg. And I will tell you, it is, for me, it's great being, part of the majority. Now, granted, some people may say, well, you're not South African. That we're not talking about nationality at this point. We're talking about being black and being part of the majority, because the music that they're listening to, guess what? It's the same music that I listen to, or very similar. It's a black music. We love it. The food that we're eating, it's food that black people love to eat. It might cook it a little different, might make it a little different, but it's stuff that if you're black, that you would like to eat. So that's why we encourage, all of you, I'm talking about literally all of you, to come to South Africa and enjoy yourself. Everything that you see on TV, everything you see in the media, trust me, is I'm not going to say it's all hype, but it's mostly hype. It's my personal opinion is to keep you not to come to South Africa. It keeps you away. It keeps you, sending your money to places that don't reciprocate, that will not bring you any joy in the long run. But if you started coming to South Africa, each time you come, you would leave with something more than what you came with. If nothing more than just the culture itself, and that right there is like the biggest thing. But as you see, as we're riding through the city, like I said, we're going to a place called Westcliff. It's absolutely amazing. It gives us some great views, and of course we like it there because we get to relax and whatnot. So that's what we're doing. So just take a look at what we're seeing. This is Africa. This is the Africa they do not want you to see. So one of the things is, what do you think? How do you feel when you see this? Do you feel like someone kind of didn't tell you the truth about Africa? Those are the comments that we would like to hear, and that's the conversation that we are more than willing to engage in. And if you honestly are looking at this on our YouTube channel, there are plenty of South Africans that would love to have a conversation with you. The whole notion of Africans don't like us. I can honestly say, in America, we don't act like Africans. We don't greet each other properly. There's a lot of things that we don't do, which are inherent and normal in South Africa and probably most African nations. So when you don't greet someone properly, you don't recognize them as somebody who's sitting there talking to you. It's very offensive, and of course, if anybody's offended, what are you going to get? So there are people that will disagree. I get it, I understand, but at the same time, I will tell you those are the facts. Those are the facts. So of course, if you have any questions, you have any comments, you have anything, feel free to reach out. We love it. We want you to reach out to us. You can always go to our website. We have packages set up there. And if you have questions, you can always send us an email at info@therealsouthafrica.com. We'll be more than happy to reply to you to answer your questions about South Africa. Those that are ready to go, don't waste any time. Don't put this on some faraway bucket list somewhere to where you're talking about coming in 5 years. As Trevor Noah says, we're not waiting for you. We're not. We're still going to be doing our thing, and so forth. But we would love for you to come, enjoy yourself, see what we see, and go and tell all your friends what you saw, so they can be impressed and say, "Wow, I did not know that this actually existed here in South Africa." But again, you can always email us at info@therealsouthafrica.com. And what else can you do? You can actually book a trip with us, and then if you have any questions, you can always request that we jump on the phone with you guys about the trips. And then, of course, we do have payment plans, which everybody can take advantage of. So if you plan on going later on in the 2021, then go ahead and start now. Start talking about coming to South Africa now, so you can take advantage of that, the payment plans. And then, of course, we got PayPal credit, and there are those that have already taken advantage of PayPal credit to get them to get their trips booked and so forth. And we're with you every step of the way until the moment you get here at OR Tambo International Airport. And then from that point on, you meet us. You get to go to your you get to go to your hotel and relax. And then you hang out with us, maybe have dinner with us, the whole nine. It'll be awesome. So we have high expectations, and we always over deliver on what we say. Because like I said, there's certain things we tell you on the phone. There's certain things that you're going to have to experience for yourself. And that's basically where we are. So now we're just a few feet away, or a few meters, or whatever you want to call it. I got to go both ways because I got South Africans watching this. I think I made a wrong turn. All right. Right now we're in one of the neighborhoods. Seems pretty nice. Seems pretty peaceful. Obviously, properties are for sale as well here in South Africa. And right now, with the current exchange rate from the U.S. dollar to the South African rand is extremely favorable for the U.S. dollar at this point. And of course, if you're from the U.K., we have people from the U.K. who actually watch our channel. It's even better for them than it is for the Americans who come in with the dollar and so forth. You can actually buy a lot of stuff with your dollar or your British pounds that you couldn't buy. All right, so we're almost at the Westcliff. It's called the Four Seasons at the Westcliff. Look at that view. That view is ridiculous. And wait till we get to the Westcliff. We call it the Westcliff, but everybody knows. We know that's the Westcliff, but it's called the actual Four Seasons. And like I said, the views up there are great. The service, we're gonna obviously get us something to eat. It's great as well. So yeah, this is South Africa with its paved roads and everything, but it's electricity and running water. That was playing. You guys probably hear my GPS. She's so stealth. Okay. Ooh.
Good morning, everyone. We finally made it to Flames at Westcliff, and I'm having my traditional, actually I usually drink a almond milk latte, but today I'm having a soy latte because they didn't have almond milk. But I am here just enjoying the view, and I want you guys to be able to enjoy this as well. This is open to you. It is part of one of our packages when you stay more than 6 days to come over to the Westcliff, enjoy lunch here, enjoy the spa here. All these things are available to you. I would like to also invite you guys to follow us on Twitter, maybe you already haven't, so that you can kind of stay up to date with what we're doing minute by minute here in South Africa. So I'm going to enjoy my latte, wait on my eggs Benedict, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon when we move about the rest of the day. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, we are still at the Westcliff. I'm hoping you can see the view behind me. It is absolutely amazing. It is one of our favorite places. It is also a place, like I stated before, that is on the itinerary when you do stay more than 6 days. So we always encourage you, if you have the opportunity and the time, to please stay more than 6 days. We do offer 6, 10, 13-day packages, as Mark stated earlier, and of course, custom packages for those of you that are wanting to relocate. Now, with that being said, you cannot just relocate. So we make sure that you guys come here on a trip. And the trip is what solidifies your decision to be in South Africa, which basically means you get to see beautiful things like this, you get to eat amazing food that we just had for brunch, and you get to meet amazing people and see the opportunities that are actually here. So I love the Westcliff. I love the spa here, which is top notch. And the reason why I really love it here is because of this amazing view of Sandton and the surrounding Joburg behind me. So I'm gonna stop talking and allow you guys to actually just get an actual look at what is behind me and what I got to see while I ate my wonderful breakfast this morning, that you will also have the opportunity to do when you come on a visit.
All right, guys, we are here in Johannesburg, South Africa. And isn't this absolutely amazing? I think this is the Africa they keep telling you about, right? Well, I know it looks a little different. However, this is Johannesburg, South Africa. Right now, we're in Westcliff, the area called Westcliff at the Four Seasons. We might have saw this in another video, but we're actually here. And we just wanted to stop and let you guys see what we see on a regular basis. It's not like you got to pay admission to get up in here. If you want to go to the restaurant like we just did, you can. If you want to come here and you want to go to the spa, you can. But these are the types of amenities that they do have here in South Africa. And we try to explain to people that, you know, it's not a third world country. You're not looking for things to do. There is so much to do. And that's why we come to places just like this. One thing about South Africa is it's all about the lifestyles. The lifestyles are absolutely fracking amazing. Everywhere you go, all you see is lifestyle things that you can do. Like this. Look around. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, Again, only thing you have to do is, again, we live here. We are the Real South Africa. We are a tourism company based in South Africa. We're obviously African American, so we're here for the diaspora. We want you guys to be able to contact us and put together a trip for you guys so you can enjoy it with your family, by yourself if you choose. You can bring your girlfriend, bring your boyfriend, you could bring your small groups, you could bring, hey, it's my holiday, it's my birthday. This is what we do. This is what we do, and that's why we always seem to have full access to all of this. This is our South Africa, and it's for you too. Now, obviously for you guys that are South African, get on the road. Let's go. Let's travel. Let's have a good time. You know, you can come up here for a weekend. They got packages set up. If you're really interested, you can give us a call. We will do what we can to get you sorted out. Or if you say, hey Mark, where was that place at? Well, I can show you where it is. So keep in mind that you know, we are under COVID conditions right now, but so to come here from America, you would need to get a COVID test. And if you got questions about that, we can definitely take care of that for you. Meaning that give us a call or give us some information or shoot us an email at info@the Real South Africa. And then we can give you all the details to make sure that when you get to customs that you have no problem coming through. Now, I know a lot of you Americans out there don't have passports. Go ahead and apply for your passport. You want to be able to come and visit places like this and be in sunny South Africa. You know, right now it is springtime. It is springtime. It is actually December the 2nd. I'll go ahead and timestamp this. It's December the 2nd. You see the weather? You see the weather. It's nice. And guess what? It's going to get nothing but better because we're going into summer. As you in North America, or especially those up in the Northern Hemisphere, you guys are going into a thing called winter. It's going to be cold, real cold. But you can come here, thaw out, be a snowbird down here in South Africa. The one thing that I will say about South Africans is that they like to play. They want people to play with. And I think that we're a good compatible group simply because they watch us on TV, they watch our movies, they listen to our music. When I say us, I mean those that are in America. And so they feel like they know us a little bit, but let's go ahead and put it together. So you can finally get to know the other half. You get to know how Africans feel, how South Africans feel, and so forth, and learn some cultural type stuff as well, because all this right here is cultural. It's all cultural. Everybody here belongs to a culture, and they adhere. You know, if they're Zulu, they act like Zulus. If they're Xhosa, they act like Xhosa. So again, those are all mysteries to us in the United States. But I will say this: if you meet a brother from St. Louis, you know how they act. If you meet a brother from New York, you know how they act. If you meet a sister from Texas, you know how they act. So it's kind of like that. So it makes it fun. It makes it fun because you get to meet different people. But coming to South Africa isn't a difficult thing, especially when you're working with us. You get here, you don't have to worry about where am I going to stay, what am I going to do. I heard this, I heard that. I got a friend that came here many years ago, and they're telling you stuff. You can actually just talk to us direct. We're here all the time. We know what's going on. We know it's hot. We know it's not. We know we're, you know, obviously as African Americans, we know where we want to stay. We want to go somewhere nice. We want to put our head somewhere nice and so forth. One thing I will say to you as an African American that we try to add, safaris to all our packages. 1 day safaris. You go out for half a day. You go out on safari. You do definitely need to get out there and meet the animals. They're very important. Meet them, have a good time, see all that, and so you can say, I've been on a safari. You must do that, and so forth. Everything else that we set up for you is specific to what we like coming from the United States. We want to be in nice hotels. We want great service. Well, we're here. You're going to get great service from the people here in South Africa. So you're not going to lose anything. And at the end of the day, as a South African would tell you, we will appreciate you simply because you're bringing, you know, you're coming to see them for one. And number two, the tourism dollar is absolutely important. Most South Africans, especially Black South Africans, are in the tourism industry. What does that mean to you? When you come here, they totally appreciate it. They're not going to show you a bad time, and they want you to come back because that's their job, that's what they do. But they're very sincere with it as well, and that's what I've noticed since I've been here. We just ate a nice breakfast. They're very accommodating. They were very nice. We had some stories exchanged. Simply because of our melanin. Our melanin. So it was great. At the end of the day, like I said, we walked away feeling like we got what we wanted, and we want you to come to South Africa. Go ahead and bring your tourism dollars so you can go ahead and get what you deserve. Great service, talking to your own people, feeling comfortable, helping them out, because every time I give a tip, I'm thinking in my mind that I'm helping someone else, down the line. So the money is actually staying in our community. We're just helping someone else. They just happen to be in another country and on another continent, but they're us, and we are them as well. So all I can say to you as an African American and those in the diaspora, places like this is what they built for people like us to come and enjoy. And places like this is all over South Africa. I mean, literally all over South Africa. It's not just that one place, okay? So those in Atlanta, come this way. Those in New York, DC, the DMV, all the people that's in LA, all those California cats, all those St. Louis cats, all those people who like to say, hey, I like to travel, I go different places, I've seen stuff. And if you haven't been to Africa, if you haven't been on the continent, you got no reason not to come. The reason why I say that is because, again, we at the Real South Africa have payment plans, and there are plenty of people who absolutely enjoy payment plans, because they say, oh, you know what, next year I'm going to be there. And they're making their payments right now, so they had that conversation. Number two, we also have an option to where, there are those who want to put it all on their own credit card, or those who want to pay up front, and we can definitely assist you with that as well. But one of the biggest things that we are partnered with now is PayPal. PayPal has a great option for all of us. So let's say you call us and say, you know what, Mark, Tasha, at the Real South Africa, we want to come here and we want to enjoy ourselves, but I got to put down a deposit. Okay, well then just let us know, and if you want to use PayPal as an option, you can. We can definitely make that happen for you. So get a passport, give us a call. We will discuss the options of places you want to go. We have the whole country as a backdrop to play in, and so it's all for you. Give us a call, and we can take care of you. Hey guys, what do you think? I think this South Africa thing might be for you. I think you need to come see it for yourself. What do you think, Tasha?
I think that it should be on your first list, not a bucket list. It needs to be something that you actually come and do. See for yourself, feel for yourself. I will continue to repeat myself over and over again because it is that serious that you need to come and see and feel what South Africa actually has to offer. You can follow us around all you want to, but trust me, until you feel it and see it yourself, you'll never actually understand the words until you actually know what it's like to actually be here. So come.
Yeah. So, we actually do follow what people put on our YouTube channel. If you're not there, you should subscribe to The Real South Africa. We actually do put, people want to see homes, people want to see locations, people want to see us, see what we're doing and whatnot. And that's what we're bringing you. I would say that there are plenty of people who are actually signing up for trips. They're actually coming. They're actually booking their 2021 trip to South Africa, various locations.
Yeah.
They're having that conversation with us. We jump on the phone sometime. They schedule a call, and we actually have conversation with people just like yourself in reference to coming to South Africa. They're skeptical it's their first time.
Yeah,
and,
which is normal.
Yeah.
But the comfort is that we're here. We're not going to put you in places that make you feel uncomfortable. We understand what it's like to be very westernized, and South Africa offers a lot of the same amenities that you're used to. It just gives it to you at a much higher quality and so much more affordable that we think you deserve to know what it's like. I mean, to be in the middle class in America involves struggle and a lot of sacrifice, but you can come here and be in the upper middle class and have less struggle and less sacrifice and actually enjoy your life and enjoy your vacation, which is why we say come on a trip and have a good time. See what it's like to actually relax and not have anything to worry about, because when we put these packages together for you, we make sure all you have to do is be ready when the car picks you up. That matters. You don't have to think. You don't have to think about anything.
Yep.
Trust me. That's what we do. That's what we do. When like he said, we have travelers coming in 2021. We actually have travelers coming this month, December 2020, that will be here in a few days. So people took advantage of the fact that international travel is open. So you should be a part of that as well. So do not miss out. Start planning your trip now. Put your deposit in. Start making payments and get yourself to South Africa as fast as you can and enjoy what is here waiting for you.
You heard what she said, and those are all facts. Like I said, we are proud of the people who have taken the plunge. They've always wanted to come. They always talked about coming to Africa. They called themselves, they're Afrocentric. I'm Black Power movement, the whole nine. But it all ultimately culminates right here in South Africa. So again, I would say to you, take the time. Look at what we're talking about. Look at the videos. Go to our website, The Real South Africa. You will see all that, and then the only thing is left is just to go ahead and contact us and book your trip so you can be in places, just like this. I mean, where else will you want to be but in the real South Africa?
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.